Hi guys, today I was going to show you how to make a one stroke, but I don't have enough of each of the paints to make a full one, so I'm going to show you how to make a sampler cake. If I like the sample and I brush it onto my arm and it looks really good, I'll make a full one then. These are the colours I'm looking at today. We've got Chameleon Pink, that is Tag Golden Orange I think, Lime Green Chameleon, Tag Light Blue, and Tag Lilac. Now, if my sample goes good, I will end up making a full one and I'll stick it in a container like this. These are a little wider than a one stroke, obviously just a little wider, but they work really well. You can make them as deep or as shallow as you like. I find this rainbow here is a little too harsh for little faces, so that's why I'm going to make a pastel one today. So first thing I need is an empty one stroke container. You can use a lid if you like, line them up in the lid or put them into a case like I just showed you. Now the first colour I'm going to do is pink. Sorry, I'm moving the camera a little bit. Now here's a regular one stroke. The strips are quite thick. Now because I've got 5 colours, I'm going to have to go thinner than that. So I'm just going to cut little thin strips to start with. Chameleon is really quite soft, so it can be quite difficult to lift out. Okay. And it's messy, you need wet wipes like you would not believe. Alright, now I'm just going to line this up in the one stroke container here. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a strip. I will get my baby wipe, wet my knife and push this up. Now I need 5 strips in here, so I'm going to need a little bit of room. Okay, second one is the yellow. This is a little bit firmer. You can be quite rough with these. Don't worry about your paints, they'll squish back into the containers, there'll be nothing wrong with them. Okay, this needs to be flattened a bit. There we go, line it up against the pink. Okay, wipe your hands. Next colour, the lime. Don't worry about it breaking, don't worry about the mess. It just all rolls back together, squishes back into the container after you're done. Now I quite often make sample cakes when I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. This is quite crumbly, this one. Just making a sausage shape, press it into the container. There we go. Okay, wipe my hands, which are very green right now. This is Tag Light Blue. It's quite a dark blue. I'm not sure how well this is going to go and what it's going to look like, so I don't want to make a whole one stroke and then find out that this blue is too dark. So if I make a sample, I can try it out before I go ahead and make the entire thing. That's too much. Probably only need quite a slim strip of this, to be honest, because it's quite bright. Right, into the container, like that. Wipe hands. This is messy, but boy, it's fun. You can spend all day doing this. Once you get over the fact that you're cutting your paints, you can spend all day doing it. Alright. A little bit more. Okay. Now, once we've got these all lined up in here, you can see how easy that was to make. Wipe my hands. And then I will get a wet wipe and I will just press and smooth. Okay. All pressing. Flatten them out, smooth them. And there we have our very first sampler. Now I'll load it up and we'll give it a try. Obviously if you're going to make a full one you would use a lot more paint. You would use thicker, longer slices, fill the container right up. I like to make samplers. This will go and go and go and go. Honestly, it goes for a long time. So let's load it up and have a look. Water. I'm looking for a really pastel shade of rainbow here. So, oh, look, I've got paint all over my arm already. I'll just wipe that off. Been practicing all morning, obviously. Okay. And then we can see that that is exactly what I wanted to create. It's perfect. So I'm happy with that. So now I could just start filling up these edges, filling up right up to the top if I wanted to, but I'm just going to keep it like that, and that'll last me for quite a long time. I haven't used a lot of paint. These paints that I have used, just squish them, oops, back into the container, and they will be just like new. So don't worry about cutting your paints, as long as they're not crumbly or too sticky. You can make your very own one strokes. Now I also make base blender cakes in sample size. This is my version of Juicy Fruit, I think it's called. I load this onto a circular sponge back and forward, and then I can do a circle on an arm with palm trees and things that looks like a sunset. I made this one yesterday when I was talking to another lady online. This one I'm still not sure about, so I'm glad that I didn't make a whole container of it, because when I swatched it, it didn't look exactly what I expected it to. So I can still change all those, pick those out and change them around, or even put them back in the containers they came from. So I hope that's helpful for everyone. Have a go, don't be afraid, and enjoy your one strokes. Thanks for watching.